Good evening, Virgin Islanders, friends and NDP family. A pleasant good evening to our online viewers, those listening via radio, those listening on the sister islands, Virgin Gorda, Jos Van Dyke, and Igata. Pleasant good evening. I am yours truly, Sandy Harrigan Underhill, your at-large candidate with the National Democratic Party. And tonight, again, I am so happy to be here to support Mr. Hippolito Diego Penn, our 7th district candidate with this esteemed party. He's a passionate man who brings fresh energy, new life, and a sound vision for the development of District 7. Hippolito is dedicated to his fellow Virgin Islanders, and particularly the people of this wonderful district, where he vows to serve with excellence. He is serious, and he knows a lot about this district and what it needs, as you heard him speak earlier. In fact, when I listen to Diego talk, I have to wonder if he was in politics before. He is very knowledgeable and can outspeak you on any issue, and that is a fact. He has made the right choice to be with the right team, the new National Democratic team. In fact, Diego's candidacy with this new team sends a strong message that anyone who is willing to work hard and who is dedicated, has genuine love for others and country, is ready to serve on a higher level. That is Hippolito Diego Penn. And he has chosen again the best team, Team NDP, and tonight we are super proud to call Diego Penn our family. Tonight, like my other colleagues, I am humbly asking for your support for Diego and this entire NDP team. The team that believes that we are better and stronger when we work together. Family, previously, several policy points derived from our human resource development strategy were outlined as part of our commitment. I laid out plans for education and our youth, and as recent as Saturday's launch in Virgin Gorda, I discussed our plans to strengthen our workforce. I discussed our plans to continue the process of transforming and modernizing the education system into one of the region's best, incorporating internationally tested best practices in education, and to continue to integrate technology in all our schools, such as the newly implemented Chromebooks and Vides now being used in our secondary schools, ensuring that all our classrooms are equipped with smart boards and the capabilities of these technologies were maximized by teachers who are adequately trained to provide the highest standard of instructional delivery. I discussed plans to introduce new educational technologies in our schools, such as robotics and STEAM education, which uses technology in science, engineering, and mathematics, which now includes the arts technology, to advance critical thinking, guide student inquiry. This will ensure that our students develop into more responsible netizens, as well as fostering key transferable skills for their futures. Family, I also outlined our plans to review where necessary, expand current offerings in technical education and training, making them more relevant to the developing needs of our country. I also shared our plans to increase opportunities for sound and effective after-school programs for all ages, and to secure adequate funding for this by building public-private partnerships that focus not just on academic after-school offerings, but on the whole child development, to include the provision of sports programs and the development of skills necessary to provide a wide range of opportunities for the overall success of our youth in our society. Plans for our youth discussed included establishing modern and rights-based reforms to provide support the support and educational needs of young persons who are convicted of crimes so that they can be reinserted into our society. Plans to develop a youth entrepreneurship policy to improve the economic status of our youth, and these were outlined as follows. We also talked about a National Youth Advisory Council to allow our youth to have a platform to discuss issues of relevance that affect their lives and to involve them in the growth and development of our country. Under our human resource development strategy, I also outlined plans to strengthen our workforce. And some of these included adding supports to BV Islander financial services talent to sustain the industry in the long term and create more opportunities for BV Islanders to enter and contribute to the industry. Expanding the scope of employment creation and employability skills for the territory's youth in emerging economies. We talked about introducing programs to HLSCC as part of a mandatory requirement for frontline persons in the workforce, including public and private sector, particularly in customer service training and other related areas, and making further investments to the Ministry of Education and Culture's apprenticeship program and youth employment services. We talked about empowering BV Islanders through access to more education and training opportunities for personal and professional development in preparation for an increasingly greater role in contributing to and sharing in the country's success. I also discussed our plans to expand the availability of government scholarship opportunities for BV Islanders beyond first degrees, as is currently happening, to postgraduate studies right up to their master's and doctorate level. Tonight, I want to share my plans for another critical, often forgotten component of our human resource development strategy, a very integral part of ensuring that we have a strong and healthy society, and that is our women. The new National Democratic Party recognizes that issues surrounding the development of women, particularly as it relates to the empowerment of women, is critical to today's BVI. And family, a re-elected National Democratic Party shall draw from existing policies that were derived from the United Nations Women's Empowerment that covers 5 key components. We want to look at generating women's sense of self-worth, women's right to have and determine their own choices, women's right to have the power to regulate and control their own lives within and outside the home, women's right to have access to equal opportunities and resources, and women's ability to contribute to the growth and development of their society. And to make this happen, we would address these following critical areas. Pardon me. We want to implement self-help groups with the objective to provide holistic empowerment of women through a sustained process of improving economic and social status by offering support measures to enhance their capabilities and skills, including skills development and training in both traditional and non-traditional sectors. We want the integration of education to our young girls in our current life skills curriculum so as to prepare them to make healthy decisions and adopt the necessary skills that would effectively prepare them to contribute to the socio-economic development of this society. We want to look at creating women-focused groups that establishes a women's cell on every national advisory committee. This will ensure participation of women and that their voices are heard in the critical decision-making process at a national level. Family, we also want to establish measures to promote the reproductive rights and responsibility of women, especially our younger women, to enable them to make informed decisions and educate them on their vulnerability to sexual and health problems and the consequences of irresponsible practices. We want to improve, establish measures in collaboration with our current health services and social development, to educate our women on safe, effective, and affordable methods of family planning and nutrition for pregnant and lactating mothers. Also, in collaboration with our health services and social development, we want to improve measures to support women in making important decisions about marriage and the implications associated with unplanned multiple childbirth that are not properly spaced out. That's important. We are committed to the implementation of programs to provide support systems for the emotional and mental well-being of our women, particularly our single women and mothers, to help them acquire skills in effective parenting, coping, dealing with abusive relationships and violence. This will include violence and abuse of our most vulnerable, our children, so that they can become confident and strong and can be more effective wives and mothers and can feel empowered to take up their rightful places in our society. This new National Democratic Party will work with me towards the creation of a women's recognition program. Virgin Islands women have taken on various roles and have excelled in many fields. In most cases, success has been achieved at very high standards. We must recognize these successes publicly so that these women can become role models for aspiring young girls and other future generations. And friends and family, to ensure consistency in these measures over the long term, this new National Democratic Party team plans to implement special programs aimed at providing complementary services to ensure that the benefits of all general programs implemented are sustained over time and their reach is extended both qualitatively and quantitatively to all women. This is critical in ensuring all strategies laid out to empower our women have far-reaching and sustained results. Friends and family, this new National Democratic Party team understands the role our women play in our society, and they are in full support of my passion and desire to strengthen our women. A re-elected NDP is committed to following through on these policies that were established in BVI context and are based on the idea that when women are empowered, they become strong and healthy and they feel valued. This is transferred to loving, nurtured homes and families, which in turn make our communities stronger. The new National Democratic Party team recognizes that every pillar of this country's sustained economic growth and development depend heavily on the development of you, the people. And to this end, we are committed to providing all necessary resources to adequately support these plans. Our human resource development strategy is a sound one. It is one that places focus on our most precious and important asset, and that is you, the people of the Virgin Islands. Because we understand that the path to a strong and vibrant, sustained economy is through strategic planning for the development of its people. Virgin Islanders, friends, and 7th District family. This is a huge and important task. And we do not have the luxury at this crucial time in our country's development to trust just anyone, just any party, to deliver such a critical component of our country's continued and sustainable development. When you go to the polls on elections day, vote for the team that has already made progress in this critical area. Vote for the team that has made marked progress in education, in our youth, and want to continue the work it began to develop these areas, as well as our workforce, and has made a commitment to support our women. Vote for the party that we all know this country needs at this critical time. This country needs strong, inspiring, revolutionary, and caring leaders. Family, we cannot afford to change the current course of our country's progress by putting it in the hands of just anyone. This is going to cost us greatly. We need experienced leaders who will keep our ship sailing in its current path, moving in the same direction of continued progress, while bringing new energy, new experience, new skills, and the courage to add bold creativity needed at this critical time. We don't need to change course or switch our direction, and we definitely don't need this ship to return to the harbor. What we need right now in our Virgin Islands are leaders who understand the importance of continuing on the current trajectory, but has the courage, experience, and tenacity, the tenacity that is needed to switch gears and navigate these unprecedented, uncharted waters. Fellow Virgin Islanders, friends, and District 7 residents, I assure you that is what you will get when you vote for the new National Democratic Party team. Vote for Hipólito Diego Penn, Trevor, Henry, our esteemed chairman, and next Premier Myron Wee Walwyn. And please, don't forget yours truly, Sandy Harrigan Underhill. Vote NDP all the way, because we are better. God bless you, and God bless these beautiful Virgin Islands.